the knockers. Stronghold of the knockers. Hey, hit that like, my nigga. Hit that like, subscribe, my nigga. We about to get popping off in about 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Gonna let the tribe get up in the room, hit that like, subscribe, my nigga. You know we in the stronghold of the knockers. 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 What you know about the Sphinx? Alpha don't wear pink, body covered in ink. And try, boy, hit that like. Broke the noose and all hell broke loose. My crew full of dangerous minds. All I needed was a few. But all I needed was a few, my nigga. My crew full of dangerous minds. All I needed was a few. Broke the noose and all hell broke loose. My crew full of dangerous minds. All I needed was a few. Stronghold of the knockers. Stronghold of the knockers. Hit the like, my nigga. We about to get popping. We about to get popping. About 2 minutes, my nigga. Try boy. Stronghold of the knockers. Stronghold of the knockers. Stronghold of the knockers. Niggas, right? The niggas, my nigga. Tribal, hit the light, my nigga. Bronze flat power guard in the house. Tribal, salute. We about to get popping in about 1 minute. 15 seconds, my nigga. Tribal. Hey, Tribe Boy, great day. Hey, welcome to the House of Cons. It's Saturday, Shabbat, my nigga. August 26, 2023. Moving right on along, my nigga. We got another show lined up for the day. Talking about the European Diaspora, my nigga. Hit the like button, subscribe, share the video. You know we dig on true history over here. Y'all saw the thumbnails, y'all saw what it is. By the way, salute to the tribe. We got a members only live stream coming later on, so if you ain't got your membership, you might want to go on and do that, because I'm quite sure you don't want to miss that. Salute the bronze flat power guard in the house. Tribal. Like, yeah, we talking the European Diaspora today. Man, it's a funny thing, man. Let me drop the music down a little bit. It's a funny thing, man. When we go to talking about slavery, some people be getting in their feelings, man. All kind of people. When we go to talking about slavery, you got some so-called black people getting in their feelings. You got so-called white people getting in their feelings. Damn, man, we just pushing buttons like that over here because we talking about the truth. Like, you know, we show these images and we're gonna look at that thumbnail from a third eye point of view. But I just want to say this, man. You know, even some Nagas out here, some Nagas out here in their feelings when we start showing these true images of slavery and breaking down how not only did our ancestors get slaved, everybody over here was enslaved. Salute, tribe up. The Europeans, they came with an army of indentured slaves to help conquer you and make you a slave, because you wanted to be equal after all, right? So they say, yeah, you could be equal, you'll be a slave just like us. We're gonna slave you on your own land. Everybody got enslaved. So all the Nagas that's in their feeling, because they want a little colonizer check, you know what I'm saying? They want to get a colonizer check, and they want to say, nanny, now we got a check. It's bigger than that, my Naga. And I don't care about the Naga feelings who just want to check, that's getting mad because I'm showing the white side of slavery, my Naga. We ain't ducking that. We ain't telling no lies over here. We uncovering every stone, my Naga. We putting the sword from the stone, my Naga, the house of cons. We ain't ducking nothing. We telling the truth about it all. Yeah, our ancestors got enslaved, and so was theirs. Hey, salute Kyle N in the house, Enox in the 0407 in the house, Monog in the house, tribe up, salute. See, this is why, you know, this is why don't nobody get ducked when it comes to this roasting over here. You know, we be popping off the you know, we be talking about Cracker Jacks, we talk about wetbacks, we talk about $5 pretendians, you know what I'm saying? Everybody can get it, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, y'all roasted our ancestors, we're gonna roast all y'all. We talk about Kung Fu Indians from Asia. Everybody getting roasted over here because everybody was enslaved. Yeah, they came over here on our land and enslaved the indigenous people, but they did it with a whole bunch of slaves. They just gave them a different classification, just like they gave you a different classification, a different categorization, my Naga. You know what I'm saying? Just because they call you, your ancestors, a slave, and they call theirs a servant, you gotta understand they saying the same thing. A servant is a slave. Last time I checked, if you was in servitude, you was a slave. I don't care if you try to make it fancy and call it indentured servitude. Your ass was a slave. HSV Overwatch, El Noble Khan in the house, tribe up. Yeah. I don't care if you, because when we look at synonyms of slave, we see captive, we see bond servant, we see bond slave, we see bondsman, bondswoman, we see chattel, we see serf. They ain't put Slav, right? We see indentured servant, my Naga. We see indentured servant. It's synonymous with slave. You can replace the word slave with indentured servant. I didn't mean to do that. You can replace the word slave with indentured servant anytime you see it. You can take slave right out and just slide indentured servant in there. You're saying the same thing. They was whooping that trick. Yeah, we got all kind of videos about whooping that trick. Don't make us pull receipts out. Anybody who wanna come in here doubting because they worrying about getting the colonizer check, or if they from the European side and they embarrassed by getting whooped across their back, and sometimes Nagas was whooping them. Ain't no need to, man. We gonna talk about this truth. Everybody gotta come to Zeus. Y'all about to have a come to Zeus meeting in here. But we ain't coming to Zeus. We ain't coming to Jesus, my Naga. We ain't coming to Jesus. We just coming in the truth, my Naga. Indentured servant is a slave. You a servant. You a servant. You serve me. You servant. You servant slave. You Slav. You was in servitude. It's synonymous. In fact, if you work somewhere today and your job title is laborer, guess what? You a slave, my Naga. Salute. In fact, we all still enslaved. If you working for the green dollar, you a slave. If you working for the dollar and the dollar ain't working for you, you a slave. See, now if you got enough dollars to where the dollar working for you, you done manumitted yourself, Managa. But if you working for the dollar, like 99.9% of us is, you are indeed a laborer, you are indeed a servant, a serf, a chattel, a slave, a bondsman woman, a servant. You're a captive, Managa. You captive to your job, right? You captive to your job, right? Or your profession, right? just telling some truth over here to get things clear and get these knockers out there, because it's always the Pan-Africans, the ones who want to believe in the Kute and Kente story. They want the government to pay them a check, and just like everybody else had a silver spoon, but they don't even know the real truth. They don't even, the government start passing out checks, they're gonna have to give everybody checks, and is a check what you want. I don't even want a check. I don't even want a check, my nigga. I don't care about all that. I want the land, my nigga. I want some tribal. Have a bunch of babies, get the numbers strong, and boat ramp energy. That's what I'm on. I don't care about no colonizer dollars. Yeah, so that's what a servant is a slave is the same thing, Monaga. I want to set that clear, because after all, we're gonna look at the intro from a third eye point of view, not a bird eye point of view. Y'all saw the thumbnail. It says for sale, 4 children for sale. Oh, this is heart wrenching. Oh my gosh, 4 children for sale. Inquire within. Oh, what a pitiful face of shame. Oh my gosh, what's going on here? We're talking about for sale. For sale to who? Obviously for sale to slavery, servitude, my nigga. You're talking like Jackson. Hey, salute to Jackson Salah. Sister Salah just made a video on them orphan trains not that long ago. Y'all need to check them orphan trains out. You wonder where all the orphans and the incubator babies came from? These sorry ass European mothers that was selling them and giving them away to slavery, my nigga, and hiding their face of shame. Y'all don't talk about who got enslaved. Yeah, our ancestors got enslaved. And we ain't come from no Africa. They enslaved indigenous people. That's what I'm talking about. We don't need no fake ass colonizer check or fiat, my nigga. Ain't no real value in that. We need to tell the truth about slavery, regardless of the money. We need to put the Most High first. You putting the colonizer dollar first because you don't want to tell the truth. We need to tell the truth about the slavery. They didn't bring us from Africa. They found us right here. They enslaved our ancestors right here, and they did it with an army of European slaves, my nigga. Tell the truth. And they brainwashed and indoctrinated the following generations to loot them of the land, my nigga, and their identity, my nigga. Let's tell the truth. Let's tell the truth. Ain't no harm in the truth. Sacrifice that little poor ass colonizer chick. You know what I'm saying? F that colonizer chick, my nigga. Let's talk about the truth. 4 children for sale. They obviously wasn't getting sold to a brothel, or was they? I don't know. But some kind of brothel, that's slavery too. There was some pimping going on here. And look at Mama Bill hiding her face. Isn't this a sad day? Oh, the children have to be sold into slavery. Oh my goodness. Oh, what a pitiful day. They want to tell you was getting whooped and all this. You was getting whooped. Your people picked cotton. My ancestors had your ancestors picking cotton. Go back to Africa. Yada yada yada. Africa diaspora. Yada 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 yada. Oh, you missed out on this European diaspora, huh? Oh, you missed out on your ancestors picking cotton over here, huh? We're gonna dig into this, man. We just vibing off the intro on the Shabbat. Managa, tribe up on the Shabbat. Shalom, by the way. I'm Blackjack. If you're new, hit the like, subscribe, share the video. You know, we controversial over here. We are shadow banned. So you might want to turn your notifications on, and you might have to double check your notifications every night. Because YouTube might just turn my way. Empress Vicky J in the house. Salute, tribe up. All the tribe come in the door. We holler at the tribe when they come in the door over here. That's how we get down over here. You know what I'm saying? So if you're new, hit that like, subscribe, share. Holler at us in the chat if you're new. Don't just sit back and ninja watch. Holler at us in the chat, my nigga. It's all love over here. Yeah. But it's everybody needs to start telling the truth about the slave stuff, man. Stop worrying about a check. Worry about your land, my nigga. But you got the land, you don't need no check. You got the land now. What the hell? Let's tribe up, man. We finna get into it, man. I got some receipts I'm gonna pull out. You know what I'm saying? I got up this morning, got my little workout on. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I got my little workout on. I used to be going to the gym back in the day. when I don't even mess with the gym no more, because the gym is kind of weird nowadays, man. It's just like a bunch of weirdos in there. People trying to, it's a bunch of woke people. I just stay away from the gym. But I was just out minding my own business. Took me a little morning jog, and you know, and then I was on my way back home actually, and I was stretching, finna do a couple squats, and this random dude, he looking at me, watching me so bad, you know, just a weirdo. He like, man, you supposed to do it like this. I was like, hold on, man, you don't look like you did a squat in 100 years. I'm like, man, why are you trying to tell me to do something I'm already doing? Man, I hate when people do that. Don't you hate when people do that? Hey, salute the Indigo woman, Tribe Buck in the house. Salute. Tribe Buck, Indigo woman in the house. You want to give that sister a wrench? Yeah, people always trying to tell you how to do something you already be doing, man. They kill me with that. I'm like, man, why don't you just do it yourself? DIY, my nigga. Don't tell me how to do it. DIY, my nigga. Somebody tried to tell me in my comment section, I had to delete their comment. They came here and said, Black Jack, you need to do your show like such and such. I'm like, hey man, they talking Black Jack, you be with the foolishness. I say, hey man, this is me. This is me, man. Some people like this. Everything ain't for everybody. If you don't like all of this, my nigga, it's other content creators, and you can study on your own. You know, I'm just trying to influence. All I'm really doing is trying to entertain people and show them something new that they possibly haven't seen from the other side of the fence, the other side of the argument. And then maybe they take it and run with it and do their own research. That's all I'm really trying to do. I'm not trying to like make nobody like me. I accepted in my life a long time ago that everybody ain't gonna like me. You know what I'm saying? What the hell? I was like, it's for the people that like me. That's who I'm down with. The people that don't like me, they can go to hell. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I ain't changing up. Monaga, salute, Tribe Up. I'm gonna be me. So if the sarcasm and the little racial jokes a little too much for you, see, let me explain. I make these racial jokes just to break the ice. You know what I'm saying? For one, yeah, everybody's so scared and so sensitive, so bitch made when it comes to racial topics. Man, I don't care. I use the language I use around myself, around anybody else. If I say cracker around me, I'm gonna say it around you. I don't care if you happen to be white. It's like if you say nigga around me, I'm gonna say it around you. I don't care if you black or white. You gonna say it any damn way. Let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation about it. Let's talk about slavery. Let's talk about where people come from. Let's have a real conversation. Let's get out our feelings and out our old ass, stale ass, crusty belief systems. That was a bunch of lies, my nigga. That's what I'm on. I've always been what some people might call a conspiracy theorist. They might say, Black Jack, he just a conspiracy theorist. I'm like, yeah, this is a conspiracy, huh? When I tell you white people were slaves, they were selling their children and all kind of shit. It was shame. It was so poor. They had to sell their children into slavery. Children had to pick cotton. You know what I'm saying? You know, hold on, let me pull up one more thing while I'm speaking the song. Their children had to pick cotton, Monaga. And see, people, when I post this kind of stuff, people get mad and say, "Oh man, you gonna give them a reason that you giving them an out?" I ain't giving them nothing. All I'm doing is giving the truth of what history gave me and what I learned. I ain't giving nobody no out, no nothing. When I say they were slaves and they was picking cotton, damn it, I ain't lying and I ain't make it up. No matter if you a Pan-African naga and you want to check and you mad, I don't care. They was picking cotton, my naga. They were picking cotton and they were doing all that shit that they were trying to project on you. Yeah, your ancestors picked cotton too. Yeah, they owned the damn cotton farm. They owned the damn sugar plantation until they got infiltrated and they got taken, doomed diverses in your dominions, and your farms became theirs, and so did you big dummy. Learn real history. Don't get mad at me for exposing truth. Learn real history. Stop being ignorant. If you believe in all that old Kunta Kinte slave shit, bullshit, Monaga. They were right there picking cotton. They was all up in the cotton. And a lot of them had Afro in them. They was Afro. You wasn't the Afro, it was them. You just got fooled. And you still fooled. You know, when you become an adult, all childish things come to an end. You know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, that's all on me. That's all on me. It was another good one. hold on, let me show their children. Let's put hold on, wait a minute. Let's put child in there. I'm just to prove a point, man. We all just seen they selling their children and out there picking cotton. Let me get my little ugly ass out of the way so y'all can see. You know what I'm saying? I'm the humble ugly naga. You know what I'm saying? See here? See here? Y'all talking about reparations? Yeah, they deserve reparations too. Reparations right on back to Europe. They need their land back, my naga. They need to go back home. Everybody need the reparations is no money. The reparations is everybody go back home. Everybody go back where they came from. That's what the true reparation is. And start fresh, respect each other, respect boundaries, and go from there. White people deserve reparations too. Right back to Germany, right back to Britain, right back to Spain, right back to France, right back to Portugal. Oh, right on back. Do your blood test, your DNA or whatever. It's right there in you. You need your reparations too. Your reparations to go back home. You're not an American. You're a foreign invader, a descendant of a foreign invader. It's only one true American in the house. It's only one true cons, and you gotta look like that. If you don't look like that, they show what the true cons look like when they got here. On tobacco statues, on bone savage clocks, on maps and everything, they showed the cons. So if you don't look like that, you ain't no con. I'm sorry, I gotta say it. You a descendant of a foreign invader. Let's be honest. And we ain't gotta be beefing about it. You benefiting from what your ancestors did and done, but they came over as slaves though. And somehow the strip got flipped. Let's get into our lesson though, man. Let's get into what we talking about, man. Let's get into what we talking about, y'all. And listen, I know y'all want to know where the photo come from. Y'all know we show receipts. We ain't got nothing. We show receipts, my naga. We show receipts about these 4 children for sale. This real historical photo. They say it's historical. Black Jack ain't making up nothing. You know, he just exposing something that we really didn't mean for y'all to find out. Honestly, you know, this is not what we intend to teach in American history. Definitely not the white children and definitely not the black children. We do not want black children knowing that it was other slaves. And we damn sure don't want them knowing that they truly Indians and we just start calling them black. Children for sale. Inquire within. Look at it. Oh, look, they don't even know what's going on. They mama done told them, oh, we just gonna send y'all. Gonna say y'all just going to the park, never to return, Managa. This is, you know what I'm saying. At least they had to run up on you. They see, at least with you, with your ancestors, Managa. One thing about your ancestors, Managa, they ran up on you on your land. All our ancestors wasn't warlike. You know, we had a lot of very spiritual, very, very peace-like people too. Then we did have our warlike people, but they had to roll up on you, kill off the strong, you know, enslave the young, enslave the children, basically, kill off the men, slave the women and the children, basically. How you want to know how it really did now? Like they let the elder men live, men that wasn't no threat, or men that wasn't trying, or men that wasn't no threat, and men that was willing to help they cause, and then the men that just couldn't be conquered, like the Seminoles in Florida, my Nagas, the Nagas there, you know what I'm saying, and like the Nagas in Hawaii, and like the Nagas in Haiti, like some Nagas just couldn't be conquered, my Naga. They was the unconquerable. You know, but they dealt with who they can deal with, and they did their little colonies. But you gotta understand how this went down. You know what I'm saying? These your ancestors was willing to fight and die. You know what I'm saying? Your ancestors wasn't. Even though like some people sold our tribes out, but a lot of them people that sold our tribes out, they wasn't our family from the jump. They was invaders too. We're talking about these Eurasian $5 fake friendly Indians. You know what I'm saying? That is not our family. They are invaders. They are colonizers too. You know, and they switched out on us. They switched out on the Naga. You know what I'm saying? The Naga was fighting to the end. But they ancestors though, How they got in slavery? Oh, their mama said, damn, this shit, we just gonna sell these children. We ain't fighting nothing. Yeah, you can have them. Just don't show my face. Give me my couple dollars and let me go on. Work their ass. Get them out there in the cotton fields. There's plenty of cotton to pick over here in America. Orphan trains. Hey, where are all these white babies coming from? Incubator babies. White women just leaving their baby on the porch steps. Fresh out the 30 minutes out the box. 30 minutes out her walk. She got them on the church steps. They said, oh my gosh, get them to the incubator. Put them up for adoption, this baby. All she wanted was a couple dollars. So we're gonna talk about true history, man. Let's go back to the source that we was checking on for Children for Sale. And this is on rarehistoricalphotos.com. Rarehistoricalphotos.com. You can find a lot of rare historical stuff on this site right here, man. You just go through here, rarehistoricalphotos.com, and start clicking away. Now you're going to a rabbit hole. Especially if you know what you're looking for. Oh, look. Oh, ain't this sad? They don't have a clue. They don't have a clue. They're about to get whisked away to the whipping post. They don't even have a clue. Probably going to get separated. This kid here, he's going to Mr. Johnson's farm. He's going to be picking sugar. This kid here is going to the Brazilian sweat mines. This kid here going out to the gold mines in California. You're going to dig for gold. You're going to get your hands all dirty. This kid here is going to have her dig doing some others. They probably going to try to make her some kind of, I don't know. I'm just saying, telling the stories that they tell us, man, and we just relating it to these people here. Let's keep going. Let's roll up. They say this photo first appeared in the Vidette Messenger of Valparaiso, Indiana on August 5th, 1948. The children looked posed and a bit confused as their pregnant mother, she was pregnant with another, she had a fifth one in the oven, hides her face from this photographer. She looking like a white mammy. Look at her. She got on that mammy two-shoe dress. She pregnant with one in the oven. She said, I got to get rid of these other ones. Somebody buy them and put them to work. They say the caption read, a big for sale sign in a Chicago yard. Mutely tells the tragic story. Oh, it's tragic. It's tragedy. It's a tragedy. The tragic story of Mr. and Mrs. Ray Chalifox. Look at that. That's a French name. These are some Frenchmen who faced eviction from their apartment with no place to turn. They said, no place to turn. First thing we'll do, hey, forget the color TV, sell the children. Oh shit, your phone about to get turned off. First thing you do, sell the children. Damn. It's a cold world. It's an evil world, y'all. It tells the tragic story of Mr. French Chalifox, who faced eviction from their apartment with no place to turn. The jobless cold truck driver. He didn't have a job, this old bum. Yo, bum. And his wife decided to sell their 4 children. Sell the you say us, and we ain't got no job. Just sell the family, sell the tribe. See, this why I ain't with all this mixing, man. That's why I don't ever get involved with other races. I'm just saying, they can call me racist or whatever. I don't care. Call me what you want. But I don't get involved with these other goof ass tribes. I don't know what the hell they got going on in their history. They got some Cain and Abel shit going on. Some old goofy shit going on in their bloodline. I don't want no parts of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I gotta have an Israelite woman. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with all this bullshit. I'm just saying this is weird. It's the first thing you think of to do is sell the tribe. What the hell? Why have them? If your first option when times get hard is to sell the children into slavery, or to abort the children, let's make other connections. And his wife decided to sell their 4 children. They say, just get rid of them. Yeah. Family members accused the mother of being paid to stage the photo, which may have been part of the story, but unfortunately, she was dead serious about selling her children. Within 2 years, all of the children pictured, as well as the babies she was carrying at the time, was sold. All 5 of them. one in the oven and all, off to different homes. They say, yeah, we had him over here with Mr. Johnson. You put him out over here with Black Jack. Got him cutting grass. You got all kind of stuff going on. I heard he got whooped last week. Yeah, different homes, Managa. They got separated. You know, they told you that about you. They said you got separated, Managa. They say Ray Ann Mills and her brother Milton was sold to the Zoderman family, to the Zodermans. They might be some kin to the Zimmermans, the Zoderman family. I don't like nobody named Zimmerman, man. You can't live, if your name's Zimmerman, you can't live around me. We're gonna terrorize your ass. But if you live around me and your name's Zimmerman, you better not let us find out around here. On August 27, 1950, when the sun go down and get dark outside, everybody down. Zimmerman ass is out of here. You can't live within if your name is Zimmerman, you can't live within a 100-mile radius of where I'm at. Hey, they told Zoderman family on August 27, 1950, their names were changed to Beverly and Kenneth. See, names change, huh? Names change. They got their names changed. Who it happened to? Got their names changed, huh? They got their names changed to Beverly and Kenneth. Yeah, they got their name changed to Beverly and Clinton. And although their birth mother situation was dire, their new home wasn't much salvation. It wasn't much different. It wasn't much of a salvation, they say. They were often chained up in a barn. They are often chained up in a barn and forced to work long hours in the field. Milton remembers being called a slave. Milton was called the slave, Managa. He remembers. He says after we got sold, he said after our mammy sold us, the situation wasn't much better. It wasn't no salvation. He said they were often chained up like a dog, chained by the neck and collars in a barn and forced to work all day in the stronghold of the Naga in the field. And Milton remembers being called a slave by his new father figure, a label he accepted at the time because he didn't understand what it meant, my Naga. See, y'all want to talk about this real slavery stuff, man. Don't get in your feelings, man. Don't get your feelings hurt, cause it's records, it's dates, it's paperwork. But you ain't got nothing though on this out of Africa stuff, cause you're looking in the wrong direction. You ain't got no out of Africa slavery paperwork. You trying to get a check. You're looking in the wrong direction. You need to look at the indigenous slavery if you're trying to get something. That's why you ain't got no receipts. I got more receipts. I got more receipts about white slaves, dates and times, names changes, and then Pan-Africans got about a Kunte Kinte story. I got more receipts on white slavery than they got on African slavery. And I definitely got more receipts on indigenous slavery than everybody got on African slavery, European slavery, and all. It's more information on indigenous slavery and all of it. Anthony Lowe in the house, Wale in the house, Tribe up. So man, we got to get for real when we talking this slavery stuff and this reparation stuff. Let's get our argument right. They say they were often chained up like pit bulls. You ever had a pit bull on them chains you can tow a car with? They had a chain on that white boy neck he can tow a car with. That white boy was towing cars around his neck with that chain. That one right there, where he at down there, where it said his name was Milton. Milton remembers being called a slave. Milton, they called little Milton a slave. No, Milton, no, Milton. Let me stop playing, y'all. Y'all know I be clowning. That's why people say, Black Jack, you be over there being foolish, man. You need to be like such and such. Black Jack, you be playing. That them niggas that want to check. Little Milton, no. Don't chain him up, no. Free Milton. Let me stop, man. I'm stop playing, y'all. Let me go back. See, man, I be being sarcastic for a reason, though. People don't know the method to my madness, man. They don't know, man. I studied different teaching methods, and I know it's effective. I know what make people remember stuff. But it's funny, though. It's funny to me, man. It's funny to me, man. People in their feelings, it's Nagas in their feelings when you talking about white slavery. Like, Nagas don't want to accept the white slavery. Naga, you going to have to accept this white slavery, whether you like it or not. Because the white people ain't saying that. Colonizers used to come in here talking junk. They don't even come in here no more. I ain't seen the colonizer come in here talking junk in a long time, in about a month or two. They colonizer said this nigga bring. I turned up no colonizers come in talking junk. I turned up the flame. They say this nigga got too many receipts. They was gone. I ain't seen the colonizer since in my chat. It's because they too busy getting chained up like pit bulls in the barn and forced to work all day. They deserve reparations too. To go right back to Europe. You know what I'm saying? Although it seems that Rayanne and Milton were never officially adopted by their abusers. They call them abusers by their slave masters. They weren't adopted by their slave masters. Their brother David, who was in his mother's womb at the time of the photograph, was legally adopted by Harry and Luella McDaniel, who only lived a few miles away. See, he got adopted right down the street from his mom, man. They ain't even know he got raised by a better family, probably. Maybe they said his situation wasn't much better. He might have got his ass chained up. Get into the barn. He got chained up too, most likely. They didn't say his situation was better. David, who says his adopted parents were strict but loving and supportive, remembers riding out on his bike to see his siblings and unchaining them. Damn, he had to go let the pit bulls loose. Then before going back home, he said, I'm going to let my brothers and sisters. Man, this is effed up, man. This is sad, man. This needs to be a movie. See, this is, if I was a movie producer, this is the kind of movie I would produce mine. See, because I want to report real history. You know what I'm saying? A one general in the house, salute, tribe buck. So we got to report. I make this a movie and I name it the European Diaspora. People are getting their feelings. The European Diaspora, what do you mean? He trying to make them get a check. That's what Naga's going to be saying. The white people that don't know, the white people that think they came over here with Columbus and they was on just masters, they were getting their ass whooped. And they gonna get in their feelings too when they see this shit. They gonna say, wait a minute, you hold up here, buddy, you blackjack buddy. Say we enslaved your ancestors. That's what they gonna say. Then the $5 pretendians gonna get mad. The $5 pretendians be like, yeah, the only reason black people on the roads is because they were slaves. We made y'all slaves. You big dummy. They don't know nothing about indigenous slavery. Salute. Yup. Just gonna keep exposing it. He had to go unchain his pit bull and them brothers. They had them locked up like Neanderthals on chains and stuff. He said David, who got adopted, his parents were strict but loving and supportive. He remember riding out on his little dirt bike, his little BMX, to see his siblings and unchaining them. Before getting them back home, he probably threw him a dog biscuit. He said, "I'll be back, boy." And he tore out. Rayanne left home at 17 shortly after undergoing a brutally traumatic situation. His whole life was brutally traumatic. What they talking about shortly after a brutally traumatic situation at 17? As a young teen, she was kidnapped and raped. Oh man, she got slavery raped. Oh man, she got raped in slavery. The slave master was raping her. She was a bed wench. Dang. Rayanne got turned into a slave master bed wench. She got kidnapped and raped, which resulted in a pregnancy, and she got pregnant. Damn, this is deep. She was sent away to a home for pregnant girls. See, she was sent away to a home for pregnant girls. Where you think all these orphan trained babies come from? Or another clue right there. Or another breadcrumb. A home for pregnant girls. What they did with the babies, huh? Incubator babies and orphan babies, orphan trains. That's where they getting them from. Here you go, straight out of Europe. And had her baby adopted when she returned. See, they took the baby, adopted. They said, "Yeah, we'll take care of this. We'll dispose of this." Europeans wasn't even raising, these Neanderthals wasn't even raising their own children, man. You talking about government zaddy? This is big time government zaddy. Big dummy. They try to make y'all niggas equal. As Milton grew over, hey man, you a European colonizer, man. You in here watching, you in here eavesdropping. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at you. Hey, if you getting offended, I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? We everybody get roasted in here. If you offended, I don't care. We're gonna tell it. The truth's gonna get told. I didn't write this. Don't get mad at the person that did write it for telling the truth. See, you can't get mad at the truth tellers. Get mad at the history. You can't get mad at the history. What's done is done. So if you're a white man in here and you don't like these jokes, I don't know what to tell you. You're gonna have to sit and enjoy the ride anyway. If you're a white brother though, and you ain't in your feelings, and you down with the truth, then welcome. Cause as Milton grew older, he reacted to the barons, he reacted to the beatings, starvation, and other abuses with violent rages. A judge deemed him a menace to society. Milton became a menace to society. He said, "Don't put that chain on me no more." He said, "I ain't eating no more dog biscuits in this damn barn." He spent a number of years in a mental hospital after being forced to choose between that and a reformatory, a juvenile detention center. I didn't just send him back to Europe. Now he all over here being a menace over here in the stronghold of the Naga, over here on the promised land. And let loose the devil. Milton around here doing devilish shit. He probably torturing puppies. He probably doing all kinds of menacing shit, putting firecrackers in frogs. You know what they be doing, hanging cats in the cemetery and shit. These jokers be devilish, man. But I see why. He went through some horrifying European diaspora type shit. They deem him a menace to society. Hey, this is deep. This need to be a movie, man. See, I need it, man. See. If I had, man, I need a Steven Spielberg, you know what I'm saying, that know how to do movies like for real, get me. I can guide him, you know what I'm saying, or he can guide me, however it go, we can work together. Let me run away with this, you know what I'm saying? And he put it on the screen. I'm telling you, this would be highly entertaining, my nigga. I'm telling you, this would be highly entertaining. It'll be true. You know what I'm saying? Not based on a true story, a true story. They say the siblings didn't know what happened with them. They seen on Facebook with a pit bull collar on. They say, there she go right there. They got on Facebook. They were looking for their sister. They were like, I think that's her. They say, we found Luella. Lana and Sue Ellen. However, years later, they were reconnecting on Facebook. Lana had died in 1998 of cancer, but Sue Ellen Chaliford was still alive. Sue Ellen was raised not far from her original home, right down the street. They stank ass mammy probably were walking past their house all the time, looking the other way. Growing up in Chicago's East Side neighborhood, her opinion about her biological mother, she needs to be in hell burn. I ain't never said nothing like that. God, I don't even feel comfortable saying that, man. God damn. I just went and saw my mom this morning after my workout. Mom, if you're watching, I love you. God damn. Look what she said about her mama, y'all, on the Shabbat. It's the devil. They need to go. Let's get them reparations, man. Everybody need their reparation. It said her opinion about her biological mother, she needs to be in hell burning. I don't know if I can say this either. My mama did me like this. This is some evil, pressed up thoughts, man. I would not want to live with this in my mind. I like to laugh and be happy, my mind. I like to be low stress. Like when you like, that's how our ancestors was able to progress so fast and be the first civilization to advance. Because they were low stress, you know, we was inventing ball games like basketball and stuff, you know what I'm saying? The Aztecs, they had time to play, you know what I'm saying? We had concrete structures, we already was advanced, we had farming going on, we was already advanced, man. We had plumbing, we didn't have to be like out here slaving and stuff. These folks ran over here with this bullshit. We had time to do like community stuff. You know, Nagas like to do community stuff because we like to bring our spirit up in our mind state. We like to gather sometime. Nagas had time to do it because Nagas ain't got time for all these evil thoughts about burning your mama burning in hell. She probably set her mama on fire. The woman in the photograph remarried after selling, giving away her fortune. See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about divesting this world. I am not. No, that's a whole different kind. That might be bestiality, what you don't know. Because after all, they do got Neanderthal and Denisovan DNA, man. That is not a man. That's they say kind of like a man, but I say more like a monkey. You know what I'm saying? A Denisovan, a Denisovan Neanderthal, or Neanderthovan European. That's all got monkey blood, man. That's bestiality. So like I'm just saying I ain't with race mixing because I'm not sure. The Most High probably look at them as something else. Quite sure. And you breed with something else, you on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? All this divesting, you don't know what you breeding with. Talking about her mama need to burn in hell. I don't even want nobody. I wouldn't even want that evil thought in my blood category, my genetics. The woman in the photograph remarried after 7, giving away her 5 children and had 4 more daughters. This mother effer had 9. The first thing she should have did was got her tubes tied. Hey, see how the achievement in the house tribe up. First thing she should have did, first couple dollars she made, they should say, okay, we'll pay you for these 5 children on the one condition. You tie your MF and tools. This the first welfare mammy. This the real welfare mammy. When her other children eventually came to see her, she described as completely lacking love for her estranged children, or having any regret for letting them go. Evil, so she probably did burn in hell. David McDaniel defended his mother's coldness as evidence of a different hard-scrabble world. Damn. See, the son, he defended. Oh, I say I don't even know if I can hate my mom. You know what I'm saying? She did me dirty like that. I probably wouldn't still be able to say those things. You know what I'm saying? Because see, that's some evil genetics, man. You know that can get imprinted in your makeup, my nigga. As soon as my mom saw me, he said, "You look just like your father." McDaniel said, "Damn." She probably hated his daddy. She never apologized back then. It was survival. Damn. See, that's why women, that's why we talking about patriarchy and stuff. This is why this used to be the house of masculinity. See, women shouldn't be put in the position of, women shouldn't be put themselves in the position of survival. Because we see what happened. Selling off the tribe or anything, selling off the box, the body. I had to sell my body. I had to survive. I had to abort the baby. I had to survive. I had to go get on the strip pole. I had to survive. Everything about to see you when a woman find herself in a position of talking about surviving, all hell break loose. All hell break loose. I mean, so like, you know, it's by design, man. A man is designed to survive. You know, a man designed to carry the extra weight too. Like easily. I'm talking about not even with effort, right? If we all just play our role and by design, we tribe up easily. But everybody out of order, all hell break loose. Got niggas talking about their mama need to burn in hell. You got the son talking about, hey, she had to survive. He ain't even say why my dad ain't hold it down or why her and my dad ain't together. He ain't even question that. Or if they wasn't together, he ain't question why they wasn't together before he was born. He ain't question that. He just straight up saying, well, she had to do what she had to do. And that's an easy reason to give a pass to debauchery and degeneracy. If she had to get on the stripper pole, she had to sell her, she had to do whatever she had to do to make sure she got her one more bowl of ramen noodles in this fiat ass world, right? Men don't have see if you got that's why the man need to be in the house, man. You know what I'm saying? All this fighting for surviving and having to do what you gotta do. Put that strength on the father's neck, on his shoulders. And if you a man and you out here reckless with your seed, my nigga, and you broke, you wild. The women that let you do it to them, they ain't about shit either. Well, I'm just saying, man, this is wild shit. This is starting to look a lot like our community these days. I'm just saying. My birth mother, she never did love me. She didn't apologize for selling me. She hated me so much that she didn't care. That's what Milton had a different perspective. Milton tired of getting his ass whooped. He said, man, you big dummy. You talking about you don't blame her. She had to do what she had to do to survive. What about me surviving in this damn barn with a pit bull harness around my neck, chained up like a dog, and they in here throwing dog bitches at me. Dog bitches so hard they can bust a window out. Milton mad than the motherfucker. Milton like, what my sister at? We about to make her burn in hell. That's what Milton said. This is sad. I'm glad I'm glad none of my family is infected with this. This is horrible. Look at Sharon Stevenson said, back in those days, there was no form of birth control. Oh, blame it on birth control. Back in well, guess what? It was a form of marriage. Marry before you carry. Talking about birth control. Why you having sex? Why you having sex back in the day before you got married? That's on the woman to control. A woman controls that. If you want to be a wife, don't be letting niggas nut in you when you ain't no wife. That's easy. That's an easy song. That's easy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's a no-brainer. I'm 15. I'm 16. I want to be a wife one day. Maybe I shouldn't let people be nutting in me until I get married. Maybe I shouldn't be. Yeah, that's what that means. That's whether you white, black, or whatever. Unfortunately, I am the granddaughter of this. Oh shit! They tribe in the house. Let me stop. They might be watching this. Hey, the granddaughter, Sherry Hofstadter. Sherry Hofstadter. Look at these last names. Look at these tribe names. See, look at these names. You know, the seed of Satan. No, let me stop. Let me stop, man. Let me stop ranking. Let me start roasting these people. Because this is a serious matter. This is a tragedy. This is very serious, my nigga. European Diaspora. Fortunately, I am the granddaughter of this woman. My mother, Lana, was lucky enough to get sent to live with her grandmother on a farm in Wisconsin, even though she had to pick cotton at the age of 12 or 13. I believe it was her mother came back for her. Yeah, I know Joe. I don't know. Maybe. Hey, right here, we're going to go to Ancestry.com. Not Ancestry.com. That ain't where we're going. I ain't mean to say that. I'm messing up. I meant to say we're going to freefamilysearch.org. This is one of my favorite sites to do my little research on. When I'm looking up my own tribe and I'm being nosy about other people. You know what I'm saying? Right here, you got a little bit of information. Like right here, I'm looking at John Jackson. We're looking at, by the way, let me back up a bit. We're looking at the collection. This collection we're looking at is the United States Census of 1850. And what kind of census? Is the slave schedule. The slave schedule, right? We're going to look at the slave schedule. Oh, parental advisory. Hey, parental advisory. Parental discretion is advised. We about to get split. So we're finna look at the slave schedule, my nigga. If you're a Pan-African, you might want to close your eyes, you know what I'm saying? If you're a European indentured slave from Europe, you might want to check back in about a couple of minutes. But if you just on regular noggin and ain't scared of a little truth, we finna dig into the slave schedule, my noggin. Doom, 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 doom. We need some scary music. All these noggins be so emotional. They got John Jackson on here. John Jackson. They say this is the 1850 census in Henry, Georgia, the United States. All right, well, they got Lois Jackson. That gotta be that sounds like a Lois Jackson. That sounds like a noggin on them. Call me crazy, but Lois Jackson sounds like a noggin. And this is in 1850. This is in Muskogee, Georgia. Oh, we're gonna click on this one. We going to the Muskogees. We got Lois Jackson in the Muskogee, Georgia. My noggin. What kind of person Lois is in Muskogee on this slave census? And by the way, oh man, y'all want to make me sign in? I was already signed in. I guess I let it sleep too long while I was doing the show. Got to sign back in. Family search so damn serious. Sign me back in. Take me back to Lois Jackson. Damn. Lois Jackson. Guess what? She was free or enslaved. Lois was the owner, you big dummy. Lois Jackson was the owner of the slaves, my nigga. If you ain't never seen a real slave census, well, here you go, my nigga. If this your first time seeing the slave census, here you go, my nigga. Go to freefamilysearch.org. It won't cost you $1. It won't even cost you nothing. Just go look into the slave census, my nigga. The slave schedule. We're in the 1850 slave schedule. Everybody's so scared. Oh, your ancestors came from Africa on the ship. Your mama sold your ancestors because she was broke as fuck and she had one in the oven though. And it looked like Lois Jackson though was an owner in 1850. She was in Muskogee, Georgia. What a coincidence. They don't tell you nothing about her complexion, her nationality, any of those type deals. Say nothing about it on Lois Jackson. I wonder why. Look, then when it comes to the other people on the record, which would be the slaves, right? After all, this is the slave census. The owner Lois Jackson listed her full name. No other details, date of birth or nothing. All the slaves listed unknown. I wonder how many of these slaves European diaspora, my nigga. Y'all talking about transatlantic reparations checks. I don't know how much of this unknown really look like this. Male 49, female 59. They got their age and sex. Nothing else. No racial information, right? Let's see. Let's click on it. Oh, they got, oh look, they say black. Look, somebody, now see, African American. Somebody typed that in, of course, because the term wasn't even around at the time. In fact, we can even click on it because, you know, let's see. Let's just click on each one. Let's go down the list. Female, black, so-called African American, right? Let's keep going. All right, there's another female, 16. Let's see what that one say. Black, African American, right? But the funny thing is, though, the slave owner name look like they black, or so-called African American, which we know is really indigenous people, probably most likely Muskogee people. Like I say, see, so see how they got African American here. Let me show y'all something. Even when y'all looking at, see, y'all gotta be wise. Fishing with Camo join the house, salute. Even when you see somebody put this hijack African American here, this is the digital write-up. This is what somebody put here. If you click on the record, it won't say that. I'm gonna show you. You click on what was written in 1850, it says nothing about African American. You click this off, close this. See, people project, put what they want to put in these census, these just records on the digital form, because they know most people ain't gonna click on the record itself. Most people ain't gonna want to be squinting and want to be looking at down to the connecting the dots to the details. They know most people lazy. So you click on it, it say slave inhabitants, and wherever that say, I forgot where we was at. But let me get it where y'all can see. All right, so right here on the record, it say names of slave owners. So this is what Lois Jackson's name would have been, right? Number of slaves, one right there, one right there, one. It's all the slaves listed beneath them, right? Sex. You know what I'm saying? Male, I guess that's an M, right? That look like an M. But look, color, nothing. Nothing. The only ones that got colored, another M. What's that for? Mulatto? So where's the black or the white slaves? Look, the fifth number is color. Nothing about Africa or nationality anywhere. Only thing on this roster is the number of slaves, the age of the slaves, the sex, the color, the fugitive, if they are fugitive from the state, or if they've been manumitted. That's what's on these records. So if you see it in color, you see nothing listed there. What are you to assume? There, you just supposed you're gonna say, okay, he a slave. He had to be a black, so-called African American from Africa. See all these lies and projection, but it has nothing. The only thing is listed in one is mulatto, which possibly could have been something else because we know they changed records. Nothing listed. Nothing in the look color. Number 5. Look at where the mouse at. Keep focused. Nothing. 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 Down here we got something. Like, see, that look like an eye to me. This look like these could have possibly been eyes and changed to M. This don't look like an M to me. They gonna try to say it's an M. The only reason I'm saying it's an M because I'm assuming that it matched with some of these sex that mean male or female, right? Because sex right next to it, sex right number 4. So I'm assuming that means male, right? So I'm assuming that's an M. It's my assumptions. This is me connecting dots and paying attention. That look like this writer's F. That look like an F. If I wouldn't, I could be wrong. That look like an F. Or his version of an F, right? His or her version of an F. So M, mulatto. Don't say black or white nowhere. They only identify mixed people on these rosters. And they are not identifying the racial makeup of no owner. I'm just saying, man. If everybody get out their feelings, we can really get somewhere in life. The names of slave owners, once again. So now let's back up. And we go get census record. Let's back up. So when we see these hijacks, some modern day hijack and their assumptions putting race, I'm not so sure. After all, it just says sex. We don't know a name. It says birth year 1834. It says estimated. And I didn't even see that on the roster. It says black or African American. Not written on there. Neither one of those terms is written on this record anywhere. And somebody gonna come to me and say, oh, they gonna see that other page. They're gonna say, oh, Black Jack, see, there it is. Black African American.
You big dummy.
I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna look at theirs like this, man. I'm like, go to the real record and show it to me. You know, these are people that's unaware. They think the government and they think all these people telling the truth. They don't think nobody out to get them. They call us conspiracy theories because we aware of the hijacks. There's hijacks all over the place. You know what I'm saying? You got to be stupid to think it ain't none. You got to be stupid to think they ain't whitewashing and changing stuff. You got to be a big dummy if you think they blackwash slavery, whitewash history. Say black or African, no well. They don't even say the age. They say the age of the slaves. They got the age of the slaves. So yeah, so they got estimated birth years. They got the estimated birth years. But it doesn't say race, black or white. It just say the M for the mulatto, I guess. This ain't the only one. All of them like that. I don't look. Man, in fact, man, we can just go pick another random one. I just wanted to go to Muskogee, Georgia, because we know we was in Muskogee town. You know what I'm saying? They telling on themselves. We know those people Muskogees. But people so goofy, man. With all these, with the way they lie about stuff. It's so easy to dissect their lies. That's what's so crazy, how easy it is. All you gotta do is have a little time on your hands. And willing to, if you ain't lazy, you wouldn't just go look, oh, let me see. See, I always been a let me see for myself type of noggin. I don't like nobody trying to do nothing. I like doing it myself. Even if I mess up the first time, I'm still want to do it myself. That's just me. Back up. All right, sign back in. I'm effing up, y'all. Alright. Let me just go to the record itself. See, hold on. They got me messing up. I gotta do this. Alright, so in the collect, hold on. Forward again. Alright, so we should, now we in the slave census again. We in the basic search. So like I say, see, it's plenty. You can just pick up Robert Jackson. All these is owners. Robert Jackson, Campbell, Georgia. H.W. Jackson, another John Jackson in Baker County, Georgia. James Jackson. All these is owners. And these Naga names sound like black names to me, so-called black name. A Naga name Job. Naga name Job or Job, however you want to pronounce that. Naga name Yosef. Naga name Shadriq. Can't be a European. Shadriq, this slave owning Naga name Shadriq cannot be a European. For some reason, they don't have his race or anything listed. Interesting. Very telling. Very telling. I ain't never met a white man named Shadriq. Or anything like Shadriq. This is very telling. How old this Naga was. Yeah, they ain't got this Naga birthday or name. John Jackson. Like I say, y'all, it's on freefamilysearch.org. And this is U.S. Census, slave census, the slave schedules. This is the records we're searching. If you like to do a little research, man, it's just like, if you just want to get on some random stuff and you can make up a name, put it in there, and see what come up. You can dig up a historical name you know about. But you ain't finna find no slave ship from Africa. I'm gonna tell you that. You ain't finna find none of that bullshit. That shit fake. The most you gonna find is some probably most likely some Naga slave owners. You might find a few white slave owners. They ain't gonna tell you though what color they is. They ain't gonna even tell you what color the slaves is. Go see for yourself, man. If you think I'm making this up, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna have people projecting in line. Yeah, I think they was African American. Yeah, but that's what the slave. We seen roots in the Kunta Kinte. They said they came from Africa. That's what they running with. They say the white people, we came over here on ships. All us had whips. We was just whipping Nagas. We ain't have to lift a finger. All we had to lift a finger to do was whoop a Naga and make him do everything. Telling half truths, 4-ton lies. A lot of that whooping got going on. They were whooping that trick. They were whooping them. They were whooping them. They were whooping them. Man, I'm gonna come back again a little bit later, man. We got a members only live stream coming tonight at 9:30. So man, y'all wanna be in the house if you ain't got your membership yet. Salute to all the members though. Salute to the tribe. Salute to all the subscribers. Salute to everybody watching, man. Hit that like. Hey, salute to the colonizers. Salute to the colonizers, my nigga. Salute to poor little Milton. Free Milton, my nigga. Let Milton out. Alright, I might need to make me a free Milton shirt, my nigga. Let me get. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, that might be smooth there. Y'all think? What y'all think? Y'all think a free Milton shirt will pop out? If I put free Milton on that, maybe I gotta put the one with Milton got the chain around his neck. Put free Milton over there. Poor little Milton. Free Milton. No, not Milton. Yeah. Yeah, Monaga. Reparations for Milton. Back to Europe, Monaga. Yeah, I'm Blackjack. This House of Cons. Respect our house. And we'll let the donut hit your ass with the most high split your ass. And we out. Peace to the tribe. Tribe bus. See y'all a little bit later.